So we're at the Southampton Boat Show. We just had a media briefing and it's all kind of cool. And I've got Simon here with me. And we're not going to talk about the GGR.
Oh.
We're going to talk about your Mini Transat and your sailing background, just to show people the prowess you have. What's the deal? Where did you start sailing and tell us about the Mini?
I
Tell us.
didn't start in the Mini. I didn't do the Mini till I was in my 40s, which made me a bit of a grandfather of that fleet.
Yeah.
Well, in my 40s, 40. So I started sailing in dinghies, the classic things, the herons and cadets and things like that up in Scotland. And always sailed down on the Isle of Wight in clinker boat boats. So just a passion for sailing, nothing very fancy or fast. And then at school and university, I got into team racing, and we had a really good team at London University, and we won a few of the university team racing championships. So that kept the dinghy sailing going. And then from that, then I went to work. So I disappeared off to Africa and places for about 8 years. I was drilling for oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not prospecting off my own back, but managing drilling rigs offshore and on land in all sorts of really good places, Libya and Syria and Nigeria, good sociable places. And then a family. So the family paid to living in Africa pretty much.
Yeah.
But during that whole period, I hardly sailed at all, except for had a fireball down in South Africa in Cape Town when I was there for 6 months. So that's my Southern Ocean experience, is managing a semi-submersible rig off Port Elizabeth, which in itself is quite an interesting experience.
So where did the Mini Dream come from?
Well,
what did you do? Tell me what you did.
So the Mini Dream came a bit after that. So I'd started with bought a yacht, the Sigma 33. For those who know it, so good one design racing and family cruising, combination of both. But that's pretty frustrating sailing. So back to dinghies. The Mini is really the dinghy for ocean sailing.
So you've been following them for a while.
So I've been following them for a while, and then actually I got inspired by. I went to the boat show in it would have been 1999, and met a good friend of mine, Paul Peggs, who had got completely wiped out in Biscay in the 1999, which was ferocious. There were only about 13 boats that actually set out that year, and the rest headed back and waited till it had gone through. All those that went out, except for 3, got wiped out and rescued. So it was a big race. So funnily enough, that's what inspired me to do the Mini.
Okay, well, a good start. Yeah.
So that's a good start. And then I found myself a really good Mini, a Mark Lombard design.
Yeah.
And actually it was a pretty short campaign compared to this one, because I picked up the boat just a year before the start and did quite a bit of sailing. To get the qualifying miles in, it's always a race to be able to qualify. Yeah. So I had to trail the boat to Spain and to Italy and to France to do the qualifiers. And did some good racing there, got some pretty good results.
Yeah.
And then it was the Mini Transat in 2001, September 2001.
And that's the only one you did, and you came second.
I only did one,
You came second.
I came
that's
second.
Pretty radical.
It's a mixture of a good boat, bit of fortune, and a bit of good sailing. Okay. But and there's some really good people in that year. It was a fantastic community, and that's what really brought me to the GGR is that community you got. We had 6 Brits in that race, including Brian Thompson and Sam Davis and all these people in there.
Well, what happened to you? You got left behind. They all kept going.
Yeah.
No, I should say they got left behind. You're now in the GGR. That's very cool.
There's a big difference. I'm an amateur sailor. I work to be able to enjoy my sailing. They enjoy their sailing, but they're professionals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the boat. You look pretty sorted. We saw you in La Sable d'Olonne. It's all pretty sweet. You're very organised. You've done your qualifier. So what's the program between now for the next 10 months till you start to assemble?
Well, that's something that I suppose I picked up out of the Mini, is that you've got to put your priorities right. And I really didn't want to be leaving my qualifier till the last minute and be under pressure. I also wanted to learn about it before I did the refit. So I've still got loads to do. I've got everything power generation, all the communication, that's all still to do. And get some more sailing. I've got some new sails just arriving. Get those bent on and go out and test them out and see what I'm missing.
Yeah. So you enjoying the ride so far?
Yeah. I'm enjoying. I mean, again, like the Mini, it's a great group of people, from the organisers to all the participants.
Yeah.
It's a great community.
Yeah.
And that's half of the fun at this stage.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And for a 45-year-old boat, long keel, impossible to park, she's not too bad to sail.
They don't go well
She's
in
not-
reverse, huh?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from a Mini where, I mean, it's dinghy performance.
Yeah.
I have managed to get a tiller back onto this boat, which is a vast improvement. When I say back, I think it's the first Biscay ever with a tiller, but that's improving sailing a lot.
Absolutely. Yep. Okay.
So enjoying it.
All right, that's good. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. We were at the Southampton Boat Show, and when are we going to see you next? Ooh, I don't know. That's going to be
maybe La Rochelle.
Yeah, La Rochelle Boat Show.
Maybe La Rochelle Boat Show.
Okay.
If I
All
can
right.
make it out.
Have fun. See ya.
Cheers,
Thanks for
Tom.
coming. See ya.